As already noted, what we want to do in this video is go ahead and set up our crease sets modifier, as this can really help us fine tune the look that we are getting when using the open subdiv modifier to both subdivide and smooth our mesh. To do that, let's select our helmet, come to the Modify tab, and after selecting the editable poly entry in the stack, add a crease set modifier that can be used to pass specific edge selection sets up to the open subdiv modifier sitting just above. Coming into edge subobject mode on the crease set modifier then, let's turn off show end result and turn on the ignore back facing option. And as we first of all want to make the creases at the base of our helmet, let's go ahead and select all three of the edges that we have here. There is of course no need to select the interior edges as we don't have any polygons on the inside. And then after selecting those, hit the loop button. And down in the crease sets rollout, let's give this crease set a name, calling it base, and click the create set button. After turning the show end result option back on so that we can visually adjust the amount of creasing that we are getting, we can set this to around about 0.2, which should do quite nicely. Coming up to the top of the helmet, let's work on the base of the viewing port. And so what we will want to do is select the edges on the outside of the extrusion here, choose the loop option, and call this crease set VP_base outer crease, and set this to a value of around about 0.08. Now, two creases that are going to be really important to get right are the ones on the inside of our extrusion here. And so let's select both the edges on the outer and inner portions, and again choose the loop function. We can call this inset crease, and again, after creating the set, up the amount, which we don't want to be too sharp, so something around about the 0.1 mark. Selecting the edges at the very top of our viewing port, so both outer and inner, we can loop this selection, and after calling this top, click to create the set, and as we want this to be fairly sharp as per our reference photo, we can set it to about 0.12. Coming up to the open subdiv modifier in the stack, let's then increase the amount of subdivisions to a value of 3, which as you can see really does change how the final creasing behaves. And then, finally, what I'm going to do off capture is scale and reposition the guard element that we have here so that it nicely fits our newly created viewing port.